Hello, I'm Melissa Fago, Creative Memories Advisor from Suffolk, Virginia, and today I want to show you the new tone from Creative Memories. Now, these are limited edition. I'm hoping this is not getting to you too late because these are selling fast. And if you really love them, make sure to share with Creative Memories CM product suggestions that you want them in the line permanently because these are a lot of fun and we can do some different things. I absolutely love our solid core cardstock. It's amazing. This just gives us another option. So let me show you what we can do with these papers. So first of all, they come in 6 colors. I have sold 3 of the colors I had. I only ordered 1 set. So blue and green and orange have sold. So we think of our rainbow. And there's kind of pink, purple, and yellow. And if you purchase 6, and it does not have to be one of each color, you can get the dual tone teal for free. So let me go back to the dual tone. So here's the first side, and here's the back side. See the difference in the colors? And they're showing it to you here. So here's the one side, here's the back side. And here's the front, and here's the back, vice versa. And this is the teal. The blues sold right away. You know, of course, everyone wanted to have this one, so you have to order 6 of them to get that one for free. But what I want to show you is why you might want this and why you're going to want to act fast on this. All right. So here is the pink. And this is one side, the lighter side, and then here is the brighter pink side. Now I pulled out the two pinks you that it will coordinate with them on either side or there. And so you can see that it those papers really fit well with either side of the paper. So you are going to be able to you're gonna you know that we have lots of other packs. And then if you have other colors that you want to play with, you'll know that you can do the same with some of those other colors, the greens, the blues, the yellows, the purple. This one I just happened to pull. It like was just amazed. So let's start tearing and what we're going to do and why we might want to tear. So with the dual tone, it has a white instead of a solid core. So when we tear it, you can get whatever, I mean, not whatever, you get a white edge to it. So it looks cool. So we're just up there. It's really good to maybe have an edge, but you don't want a straight edge. We've had tearing tools in the past. Some of you may have those. For me, like being a particular type person, you don't want this to be just straight. You want it to go and tear differently for you. You know how wide you want your tear, and you just start tearing. And I kind of go back and forth. Get that's really wide, but you see the idea. To get a back and forth. Here, and if you want it thinner, work on making it thinner. What do you think about that? Isn't that cool? And it's a little bit uneven, which is what we want. And we're just about, now it's just about 1 inch and it finished a little bit lighter at the bottom, which I don't mind. And then if you turn it over, you see that you could get the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to use my handy dandy trimmer. It really doesn't matter as long as you make it a little bit wider. You may want to know which one you're going to put on your top or bottom. I'm going to say I'm going to put this on the bottom, so it doesn't have to be as wide as that one. But I am going to want to look at where this is going to cut. Because if I say, oh, this is, you know, up here is at 1 inch, and well, actually, we're going to say it was a little bit over 1 inch, but yeah, look at that. That would be right a little bit more just to give it some look. And then I'm going to cut. And so now I can flip flop all I want. Now I can do like this. So here I'm not really getting that. So if I had done it a little bit, I could go over so that I get some pink showing. I mean, some darker pink. You can also flip that and come the right way, maybe not. I could flip it. Let's see. This side. Brain's not working. Why is that not working? I want this one on top of it. And I also think, thin these out if you wanted. They didn't quite go. So, but you see how you can play with which one's on top, which one's on the bottom. Like this. Which one's on top, which one's on bottom. And so you can do colors. Isn't that cool? And then it's gonna be a good one because I know it's not showing up too pink on here, but you see that there's some pink. And this makes that, it really pulls it out no matter which way and which one is close to it. If the white might be pull different on that has both pinks in it. This really pulls both of these colors out of this paper. You can see where you can lay it right on there. It's pretty cool. All right, I'm going to show you two other things. We do a lot in our designs with our designer paper is our designer paper is two-sided. So we do a lot of designs that let you flip the paper and you get to see both designs. Well, you can do the same thing with this. I'm going to do a 2-inch rectangle, 2 by 12. A little thin, but that's okay. And then I'm going to cut it on the diagonal. So what am I doing? I'm holding my first point up here on my cut line, and then I'm bringing the opposite corner down here on my cut line. So I want to make sure that it's going to cut in the right space. I'm going to use my handy dandy guide at both ends to make sure that it's right. I'm going to hold that one. One needs to go back just the other one. Let's see. Good. That looks good. This looks good. I love it. And then I'm just going to cut. So now I get my slant. I will cut at the same time to make sure I got two sides. Here that you can use both of your sides. Well, how about that? We were talking about a layout like this at the crop yesterday. So that's what made me think that with this double-sided cardstock, you use one piece and then you can flip it and use both. Your cuts will depend on where you're um, where your side. And I will so your thin side as well. To get a bigger, bigger good area together. So yeah, fun with that. I thought about that. Now, the other that I want to we have two embossed. And this is where this is going to be a lot of fun. The other, right, so some of you have a distressing tool that we got in one of the secret boxes last year in 2023, I believe, and it had been out before. And you can distress your edges. But let's play with this. Yep, it's hard. So you can just press the edges of your paper with some type of sandpaper. There are different levels of sandpaper, but I think if you're just careful, you can go around your edge. You see that white? So that gives my paper a different look just by distressing the edge. All right, now we're gonna have fun with the punches. These embossed punches look really great. Let's see if I can do mine without putting some pressure. So if you just punch normal, so you can see it, you do get the embossing, right? And it works just fine. It's not very prominent, but you get the embossing. Tiny little bit of pressure when you punch. Make sure that it gets a little bit more prominent. So you see that it's there on this one. It's just not as easily prominent. If I lay them exactly even, you can see that this is more prominent. However, take your sandpaper. This is something I have. I don't even know if I have sandpaper on the back of a sponge. But go around your your embellishment that you just punched, and you can go right around the paper. And you can make those prominent. So that's the one that you see it got some of the paper too. But they're more prominent and will be more likely to be able to just get the embellishment. Okay. Isn't that cool? Doesn't it add even though it's involved in put a little bit more pressure. You can see the white coming off. We'll kind of far away, but you can see the white coming off of. I mean, the colors coming off, and you can see the white through that. Isn't that cool? I think it's a lot of. And I want to play with the flower just to show you the embossed. Put some pressure on that when I punch. You see, I pulled that straight out because it's lay on there, and I've got some beautiful flowers here. Whichever side punch, and now it's prominent on this side and it's in this side. Makes for a beautiful punch if you have not been using it without any. That's the inside and then the out. So when you take your paper here and paper right on top of that. Oh my goodness. How pretty that is. Ooh. And then if you go on the other side, even with the intention, see that you can get a beautiful. So do know which side when you want to punch it that you want it to be out or in, or which is using. Oh, I love it. Love, love, love. Oh, that's gonna be such fun. So many different things we can add to our painting today. And we also talked about our show. I can show you, and I'm gonna do it on the dark side because I think it'll show up better. If you just wanted to, before you put, look at that. See the difference? And just taking a little bit off, and then this is what it looks like without any sandpaper, and then this is what it looks like with. And you can add our embellishments in it. So I hope that you will think about this before they are gone. on because you're going to be very sad if you miss out on these papers. I will say that they are in low inventory, so I don't know if you can wait until Monday and order. You may want to go ahead and order now. However, if you do wait till Monday, make sure you get in that queue and order as close to 1 o'clock as possible to get these papers. And remember, it can be any 6 paper packs of the dual tone, any 6 dual tone packs, and you can get that free teal. So you could have 2 of 3 colors, you could have 1 of each color, you could have 3 of 2 colors, 4 color. Excuse me, but do know that when they're gone, they're gone. And I do suspect that the more popular colors might sell out. I think they're selling a lot in the bundles because people want 1 of each color. But so thank you for watching. If you don't have an advisor that you're already using, my website /user/Melissa Fago. And thank you for watching. Have a great weekend.